Well, from silly white lies to cringy misadventures, every lady has a secret that hasn't been told to anyone until now. Lady Gang hosts Keltie Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jac Vanek are setting the truth free in their new book, Lady Secrets, and the gang is with us now. Welcome, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
This is some book, right? So I was like blushing when I was reading some of these stories. That's a lot. But listen, so Keltie, the idea of sharing these essays came from like a submission hotline.
Yeah,
right?
so in our first book, Act Like a Lady, we sort of had this bonus content where we asked for these confessions, and we realized that everyone really had a lot to share. So we set up this headline, this hotline, 1-844-SEXY-LADY, and girls from all over the world entered their secrets, and they range from like, by the way, everyone's cheating on their husband, everyone is having body things happen, lots of fraud, lots of crime. Some of the stuff we couldn't even put in the book. It was too illegal.
We didn't want to be liable.
Yes,
Yes.
but there's this.
Now everyone wants those stories.
I know.
Exactly. But there's a lot of shame as women, and there's shame, you know, Brene Brown says shame loves secrecy, and so we're just trying to be like, hey, you're not alone.
Yeah, no shame, set it free, feel better about it.
Exactly.
It's not a secret anymore. When did you know you had to turn this into a book?
Oof. Well, so we did write our first book, Act Like a Lady, and that was more of a lot of our stories, misadventures in life, and then some advice. Everybody hated our advice. It was very unsolicited. They're like, we don't care what you have to say. We just want crazier stories. And we got so many submissions for the extra chapter in that book that we're like, we could write 5 books with all of these submissions, and it kind of makes anybody that's reading it, you know, we're all holding something deep, dark inside, and it makes everybody feel a little less alone. If you're reading a story, none of the secrets are actually that unique, you know? There's so many people that think they're the only person that does this or this has happened to.
So it makes people feel a little bit better about
Exactly.
what they've done. But Becca, so you know, were there any stories of yours, your own personal stories that you thought, you know, maybe I'm going to hold off on this one?
Most of them, but the one that I'm worried about the most, I have a 7-month-old son, and I wrote about my experience taking him home and thinking that I had it all together, and then it unfolds into this chaotic, emotional roller coaster, if you will, and I'm a little nervous for him to grow up and find out that his first few weeks at home were not blissful, and I wasn't on cloud 9.
Yeah, no,
You know?
I wasn't either with my first.
It's hard.
It's really hard to accept that and say it out loud and speak it because it makes you feel like a bad mom. But when you share that,
I'm telling it so that other women who feel this way, which there are a lot, are going to feel less alone.
Absolutely.
It helps a little bit too because we were like, hey, Becca, how's motherhood going? Due date, please write your essay on motherhood. You've been a mom for 14 days. We held spot in the book, you know? So sorry, that didn't make it any better.
But I mean, I feel like were there potential takeaways from some of the stories you heard from these ladies? Like Keltie, did you read something like the lady that says, I don't like my in-laws, I'm going to sleep at functions? Like, do you think that could be useful in certain situations?
Well, there's an entire section of this book that is the gold medal secrets, which is like the secrets that you're sorry but not sorry.
Right.
And it's like the ones that we're like, you know what? Good job. You should steal from that person because they're a jerk, you know, and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think there was a lot of takeaways, and I think in general, the Lady Gang podcast, like our mission is just to make women feel less alone. And so when you read this, you're going to realize you're not as screwed up as you think you are.
Yeah.
And like, we're all kind of the same. We're just trying our best. We're just trying to fake it till we make it. And it's really just meant to be this fun, I always call it a bathtub read, you know, that you can get in the bathtub and just read a little bit and then put it away.
We'll sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
But listen, you guys are having a lot of fun with this. People are loving listening to the stories. You guys are on a book tour, so people can come and see them in person and enjoy that. Right there, we've got the list up. And Lady Secret is out now everywhere books are sold, so be sure to get a copy. Thank you guys so much for coming by.